Hi, in today's video I'm going to demonstrate how to use the C++ standard template libraries map to hold on to a class. In the video I'm going to demonstrate how to build the map with the class. I'm going to demonstrate how to populate that map from a file, and I'm also going to demonstrate how to search through that map using both the key and a part of the value. Alright, so I have a class built. It's called food item, and food item has name, calories, and cost built in. I also have my required operators overloaded of less than, greater than, etc. I've got some other class objects here like instructors and setters and getters. I have this list of food with a name, calories, and cost. Now these are all random, so don't get it crazy. The cereal is 180 and cherries are 80. It's just random numbers. I'm going to put this data into my food map class, and then I'm going to search it. Okay, so to build my class, or my map, use a map data type. Map is a templated class, and it wants a key value pair. So the first part in the angle bracket is a string, because I'm going to use name as the key, and it'll be a food item. This will work as long as your class is built and you have these operators built in. Okay, so to populate that file using your basic read from a file trick, so I'm going to open up my file. This is basic stuff. You should be good at this. I guess I forgot to include if stream. Food name will be what I read in. The key. Calories and costs will be used to read in as well. Let me include f stream so I don't get yelled at. There we go. Stop yelling at me. I'll read into food name, calories, and cost. I'll then build some food using those values and put it inside of my map. Of course, if I don't work, I die. Keep reading while I'm not at the end of my file. Basics fin. Now, ICE was smart, and I set all my food names with single word food items. There's no Big Macs here, nothing with the space inside of it. If I were to do that, I'd have to use a get line for that, or some type of comma delimited. Use the constructor to build it. And now I'm going to put this into the map. Food map is my variable. Maps in C++ act like associative arrays elsewhere. So I need to put in my key and set it equal to my value. So this is the key, and here's the value. This structure works regardless of the data types of your map. It's always a key value pair. The key has to be something unique. The value can be anything. Close my file. And I'll put a little C out here to prove that it works. And I'll call it here in main. sure it runs, and I'll go back to the code and look at it again for a second. 40 records. Beautiful. I've got 40 in there. 40. Okay, so the magic here is this line. That's assigning a value to a map. Inside the angle box, or inside the square brackets, excuse me, is the key. And after the equal sign is the value, key value pair. Maps are always key value pairs. If you've taken a database class, this becomes a primary key, and this becomes the record it's associated with. This food name has to be unique. If it's not, weird things occur. Okay, so that works. I'm going to minimize this for now. So now I need to do something with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little structure here to keep a track of the food that I eat throughout the day. And do something use a multiset and an iterator. Could use vector. Why don't you like multiset? There we go, just set. I'm going to use a multiset. I could use a vector. I'm just choosing to use a multiset because I haven't used one yet. Multiset will sort these in order for me based on food item, which is a really cool trick. So I'm going to track some food throughout the day. All right, so the multiset will put all of my data in there and automatically sort it. That's why I have less food item there. This will use the less than operator for food item. It'll sort it in the traditional way. It'll sort it ascending. Multiset allows me to have repeated values, so I can eat 10 apples in a day and keep away 10 doctors, and it'll sort them in order for me. I'm also going to track the total calories I eat throughout the day based on this. And so I'm going to ask the person to see what we ate, check to see if it's in the map. If it's not in the map, I will not add it to my list of calories. If it is in the map, I'll add it. And I'll keep going until I'm done. Now I'm going to check to see if it's in the map. I'm going to do a search of this map. Now, when I search by key, these searches are extraordinarily fast. Now, you may be wondering where I came up with no name. If you look at my class, and you look at my default constructor, I've got no name there. So if it comes back empty, it'll have the phrase no name. So if it's not equal to no name, that means I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to add it to my list, or excuse me, my set. I'm going to keep track of my calories throughout the day. Keep doing it while I'm done. This calorie will only be added on as long as, the name I pull back is in the list. When I'm done, we'll spit it out. See if it works. Call this at the map fill. So make sure I get some real food here. I've got apple cherry steak. That would work. Apple cherry steak. That'll be done. 186 calories. See if the math's right. Apple's 4. Steak is, I'm sorry. Apple is 20. Apple's 86. Steak is 20. 106. And apple cherry steak. Cherry's 80. Yeah, 186 calories. It's correct. So my math is good. My logic's good. If I want to spit out what I ate throughout the day, if I want to spit it back to the screen, I'm going to use a quick OStream iterator. This is a really cool trick way to quickly pick something out. What this is doing is this will create an object called screen that's interacted with using cout and default by putting a \n there. This output iterator, OStream iterator, will write out to this object. It could be anything. I chose to put to the screen. And I copy from the begin to the end of my set, and I dump it to the screen. Run it again. What's not in there? Okay, donut wasn't in there. We see everything else comes back. You see how they're sorted? By cost. Right. That is the multi-set in action. Now I want to search through the map for a non-key item. Let's say that I'm on a diet and I want something that has less than 50 calories or costs more than $2. I want to search on these non-key items. I'm going to comment out this track food because I don't want to deal with it again. I'm going to build a search map. This is not going to be very interactable, but you could easily pass data into search map for what you're looking for. I'm going to search for anything that is less than 50 calories, less than or equal to 50 calories. The only way to easily do this with the map is to brute force search it. So I use an iterator. And I'll walk through the for loop. I could have used other tools for this, but this is the easiest way to do it. So this walks through a basic brute force search. And this is the weird one. So I'm pulling this out of my map, Maps are key value pairs. I don't want to look at the first part. I want to look at the second part. I want to look at the value. So I have to use the pointer to second. And second is my food item. So I'll start by get calories here. All right, since my default double less than OStream operator does not include costs or calories, I'm going to add that here. So I'm going to put the calories here because my output line doesn't show that. All right, see what this does. Nothing, didn't call it. Search map. Put another $1 in the jar for forgetting to call a function. So here's everything that comes out. Barley, bean curd, everything is less than or equal to 50 calories. The trick there, of course, was simply brute force it and then write the if. But the magic here is this, using the second operator. It's the second part of the key value pair. All right, so in this short video, I demonstrate how to build a map of a primitive type, or actually a class and a class. So I'm using a custom class here with food item. I filled that object, my food map, with a key equal to some value. I then tracked my food throughout the day and stored that in a multiset, allowing me to have more than one thing eaten throughout a day. And then I showed you how to search through this map for an item that is not the key. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. Good luck with your coding. Thanks for watching.